Hello and welcome back. It has been quite a few days, hasn't it? Unfortunately, work for me has been fairly busy, and my kid has also been taking up a lot of quality time for me, so I haven't been able to get to any replays recently, but here we are back again on the battlefield with a siege battle. This one's sent in by Emperor Candy Katsu, and a little preference. From the description, it seems like both of his allies, I guess, leave, whether they DC or they just say, fuck this, I'm out, fuck this shit, I'm out. And they take off and they leave him by himself to take on, it looks like, Arverni and Carthage and Kush. Woof. Oh man. Alright, well, let's see what he can do here. So let's get into the players on the battlefield, and then we'll quickly go over some army comps, and then we'll get into it. So, as the defenders, we have Ancient Spaceman as Caldoni. It's from the Empire Divided DLC. I'm assuming that was a kosher. Everyone agreed upon that was okay to do. Emperor Candy Katsu playing as Lusitani, and then we have God as Seleucid. And from the way that God is set up, I'm gonna have to say that maybe he's a newer player. But it is what it is, right? Alright, so we have Derezd as Kush, Art Vandelay as Carthage. Is that a Seinfeld reference? I feel like that's a sign, Vandelay Industries. And then Havoc as Arverni. Let's get into what the defenders have. We'll start with Seleucid and then make our way around, and then vice versa for the attackers. So it looks like, where's Seleucid's general even? That's what I want to know. Where is Seleucid's general? Didn't mean to zoom in that much. All right, his general's right here in the front lines. Oh boy. All right, so Seleucid have brought with him, I'm assuming, two thorax pikes, a bunch of royal peltasts, some shield bearers, thorax swords, thorio spears, Syrians, royal peltasts, thorax, heavy Syrians, and then thorax swords. Okay, keep in mind Lusitani over here has Scutari Cav. Caldoni has, let's see, elite Highland archers, heroic rider bodyguard. I don't know too much about this faction. Chosen swords, Caldoni Oathsworn, heavy infantry, 43, 45, 69, 75. Not terrible. It's pretty good actually. Some more chosen sword. Got some woofers over here. I don't know why. I mean, Carthage does have two cab units. Yeah, two cab units. I don't know if dogs are good against elephants. They are good against Jesus Christ, horses. Fuck. And then over here he has, it's like one and then two armored chariots. This must have been a high funds game. And then over here he's got some Scatha Shadows. Let's see, what are their double bronze chevrons, so we gotta allow for that. But 34, 25, and then 59 and 45. Not terrible. Let's get into Kush, who is, well, to be fair, he probably didn't know that the Caldoni can bring Vanguard troops, so he thought he was doing okay by sticking his archers over here. But looks like 4 Royal Kush archers, got some Shotels in the front. Oh no, Disciples of Piedmach in the tower, which you never want. Don't do this. Don't ever do this with this unit, because it's an extremely expensive, but they only have 25 armor, and if you get them up in the walls, they're going to get shot to shit by archers or slingers or whatever. backline of armored Chotels. Looks like his general is Kushite Royal Guard, and then was his 2 Kushite Pikes. Yep, all right, 2 Kushite Pikes. Let's see. Actually, let's go slow-mo here. Carthage has Libyan infantry, Sam Knights, Libyans, Pikes, Sacred Band, and Noble Fighters. Heavy Onager in the back. General is African War Elephant. 3 Cretans, I'm assuming, and then 1 Balearic. Yep. And then backline, Noble Fighters, and African Pikes. Then over here we got 2 Mercenary Companion Cav. And then over here, our Verney is sporting. Looks like most of his army is hidden. Spear Nobles, interesting. Celtic Warriors, Oathsworn, Spear Nobles, I'm assuming, yep. Celtics, Oathsworn up on the towers. That's, okay. Well, you know, everyone plays their own way. I wouldn't necessarily have brought Spear Nobles with me, but especially 3 units. I mean, if I wanted to save some money, I would have picked a Spear Noble General. That's about it. And then we have to assume, of course, that he's got 4 units of the Gallic Hunters hiding out somewhere. So I want to see what's going to happen over here first. I know I'm zipping around a little bit, but there it is. So it looks like Kush is just caught with their pants down. I would have, with the 1 unit here, come out a little bit more, and then and my game crashed. Okay, so actually my game didn't crash. The window minimized for no reason, apparently. So either way, I had to stitch the 2 videos together, but here we are. All right, so Kush with their pants down, finally reacting. It looks like, yeah, it looks like they lost one of their archers already. 1 unit is, oh, look, my mouse is down to 56. Oh, and the gen's getting hit pretty hard too. Gen's getting hit real hard, kind of, actually. Already lost almost 40 men. Or not 40. 6, 7, 8, 20. My bad. I don't know how to math. If I'm Caldone, I'd probably be turning at least one of these guys around just to hold up everyone here, but Kush is going to run out of space soon. But I mean, now he's dismounted all of his guys off of his siege equipment and is putting his entire effort into getting these 4 guys. When in reality, he should have just kept his army over there, and obviously, you know, the Cav can outrun this light infantry. Yeah, very light melee infantry. What's their melee defense? 59 is pretty good, actually. They could probably hold out for a bit. But unfortunately, their armors, I believe, within the range that the Chotels and armored Chotels will be able to do some damage. But still, they managed to get him to lose 1 of his archers, so that's pretty big. See, back over here, Carthage is slowly but surely pushing up. It's going to block Lusitani's Onager, wall artillery. It's only managed to get 24 kills. That's unfortunate. Got 1 more shot off before... And does he actually hit anything? Oh, look at that! Nice! 1 last Hail Mary. He manages to take out another Onager. So 2 Onagers are gone from Carthage. Does he get another? Did he get another one off? Or is that just Carthage, like, firing at nothing? Oh no, maybe it was the Caldone ballista firing. How many kills does he have so far? He's got 1. Ooh. Carthage over here is... probably gonna lose a bunch of guys. Qatari Cav over here has managed to scout out what's going on. Let's see, we got more Oathsworn. We can see some of the, what does he go for, General Oathsworn? Gallic Hunters disappearing into the mist, so to speak. Oh, we're gonna get a nice rear charge on these Celtic Warriors. Nice. Lost 10 men right off the bat. Thereabouts, with help from the Arrow Tower. I got some Spear Nobles coming to try and get into the mix. Seleucid's actually doing a pretty decent job of smacking these Celtic Warriors, but unfortunately he's also hitting his ally. I mean, if I'm Seleucid, I probably would have just... I mean, look at all these... yeah, going after the Celtic Warriors is all well and good, but look how many Oathsworn units that you could have gone after, that are near, too. If he had never moved this, he could have just been shotgunning these guys left and right. Back over here, Carthage has managed to knock down one of the walls. He's got 2 units up on the walls. They've neutralized the gate, but they are actually just starting to take a little bit of a beating. Meanwhile, Caldone's sword band is getting jabbied to hell. He's moved his dogs out of the way. I mean, what would you do here with the dogs, you know? Oh, I didn't go over this tonnage on the comps. Well, as we can see, he's got a butt-fuck ton of Lusitani nobles. Cleric slingers. Looks like we got some veteran shields. Yeah. That's what we got here. Some deployables. Not bad. Especially if they go this way. This is kind of a tough spot to attack, especially since this is your only option for moving. Wow, they're still over here. 130. Wow, dude. Wow, dude. I mean, they're losing, but they've tied up. Kush has completely stalled his entire assault of the walls to deal with these 4 units. Like, you could have left, I don't know, 3 or 4 units of armored Shotel warriors over here to deal with these guys, and then your Shotels you could have sent in, but this unit of Shotel warriors is losing. It's down to 80 guys. This one's down to 90. This one's down 145 out of 60. Jeez. Let's see, Arverni over here. Still just slowly making their way in. Seleucid is starting to move some of his units. I'm wondering if he like dropped out immediately, and that's why they're just like kind of like this. Scutari Cav still just hanging out. 44 kills. Let's see, Arverni's managed to knock down the walls. I wouldn't even waste jabs on them. Just charge them in. Look over these Celtic warriors quick. Back over here, Carthage is starting to make his way downtown, walking fast, neutralizing this tower, which isn't going to be good because it should. I mean, these guys are seen, so this tower will be able to start shooting at these archers. These archers aren't firing. Meanwhile, let's see, we got dogs have come out. They're losing, but we got the Cav coming in. But again, the dogs are better against the Cav, and I would have maybe charged out another unit, and then to counter the Cav coming over here, then I would have let the dogs out. Who let the dogs out? Who? Who? Back over here, Kush is finally moving some of his units away. He's wasting a lot of time over here. And it's just, I can't believe that these guys are still, like, actually holding on with quite a few kills, actually, too. Almost 20 guys have gone from the armored Shotel units. 126 out of 160. Like, they're winning, but they're taking losses. I mean, if anything, get your gen over here and start doing some hammer and anvil. Start cycle charging back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Or get your archers over here to support your infantry, for Christ's sakes. Because now you're just going to be depleted and slightly tired, too. And then you have to go up against Lusitani. Let's see. Carthage. Looks like Carthage is getting smacked. Samnite warriors are losing pretty readily to these chosen swords in Caldini. Caldini Oathsworn. But look at this. Carthage has managed to get his cav inside the walls, and they're probably going to start to do some rear charge. Yep. And the Sam Knights probably start having a bit of a better time with some cav support here. And look at this. His archers are just out in the open. Oathsworn up in front. Where's their unit card? Where is their unit card? Or is this just them, like, stretched out awkwardly? I don't mind traps. I usually just stick with sharp stone beds, though, personally. Alright, let's see. How's Seleucid doing over here? I mean, Arverni's just been given a free pass, kind of. I mean, he's moved over some of the shield bearers. He really needs to pull back. He needs to pull back a little bit more at this point. Like, pull these troops back. This one and this one, right? Get your 2 shield bearers here and here, and then set your archers up right here, because the Syrians have that range, right? And then just start shooting into the backs of whatever's going to come your way, which is a fuck ton of Oathsworn. So Carthage doesn't really have a lot left. They've charged it. All their infantry is inside, most of it, except for the pikes and the Sacred Band and their archers. They don't have much left. And their cabs. Their cabs running around freely, sure, but I mean, if they go up against some infantry, it's not going to be a good day for them. So we got armored chariots. I mean, I'd send the armored chariots out. Get them out of there. Get them out of there and go after Kush. You know, send one this way so you force the pikes to move, and then the other one come this way. But looks like finally those what were they called? Hidden ones, sacred ones, Scout the Shadows. 120 kills. Wow. And there's 34 minutes left in the game. Let's see, how are these armored Shotells doing? They got... It is unbelievable how much time they wasted with those 4 units. When if... I mean, I know using archery, like, you don't want to waste ammo, but, like, take this small depleted unit and at least use them to support, to try and get them out of there quicker. I mean, all Lusitania has had to do so far is just sit back, relax, and fuck around with the Scutari cab, which is still out here, by the way. And, you know, we don't know where their archers are, but we have to assume that they're right in here, nestled safely in the protective bosom of their troops. So now it looks like Arverni has pushed in 2 of his Oathsworn units. These Thorax Swords are not going to have a very good time against them in any way, shape, or form. And Seleucid needs to send up 1 or 2 units of his Sacred Band, or actually start using your archers. Sending up his Thurio Spears, I mean, that's going to help a little bit, but ultimately, he should be firing into this blob. But he's not. Because he's probably new, and that's okay. You gotta start somewhere. I mean, it seems like... to me, it looks like Arverni's just going to stand here. He's going to hold his ground, keep these units in check, and maybe try and make his way on this on the defenders, or Seleucids rather, right flank, and try to get to these archers. But I mean, get these shield bearers down here, man. Like, you gotta do something. These Thorax Swords aren't gonna fucking do it. Not against 2 units of Oathsworn. They charge in some Celtic warriors for backup. Alright, let's see what's going on with Carthage and Caledonia. Chosen Swords up against some Sacred Band. I would imagine that Sacred Band will hold on for a while. They might win, actually. We'll have to wait and see. But looks like Libyan infantry is being shown off, the field battle, and then naturally I can only imagine that these Highland archers are going to start firing into the side of the Sacred Band, which, well, it is their shield arm, but still, they're still going to be getting fired in on the flank, which is no bueno. However, Carthage is not paying attention. He's too focused on this. There you go. Nope, he's seen it. He's seen it. And now his calves going for these two. Jesus Christ, man. Leaving your archers completely undefended like that. It's just, what are you doing? So, there they go. Gone. So I can probably understand why the Caledonia player left. I mean, he had a great start. He had a great start getting one of Cush's units, getting one of their archers out of here, and then tying up, what was it, like 6 of his infantry units? But now he's having just a terrible time because he wasted, well, not wasted, but he spent money on 4 units that are Vanguard troops. And then he didn't have like the best defensive line over here. So that's 2 of his, well, actually 3 of his archers are gone. I have to assume that the 4th is also gone because I don't see it around here. And then his gen, I mean, he should have used his general to go after the mercenary companion cap. His general probably would have had a great time against that. But now there goes 2 of his archers, and then I'm sure his cab, you know, if I'm Carthage, I'm sending 1 unit of cab this way and the other one around to smash into the back to really just hammer home this chosen sword band and get them the fuck out of there. But now we're seeing a mass entry of Carthage. His archers have barely used any ammunition. The elephants are coming in. He still has a mercenary noble fighter and these 2 heavy onagers. Chosen sword band are hanging on by the skin of their teeth, but they're going to be out of here soon. And then, I mean, Seleucus is just going to have an absolutely terrible time here because he has nothing really protecting his archers. And once this, I mean, again, like he could probably Sally sells she shells by the seashore. Carthage could most likely, if he is quick enough, catch Seleucid off guard and go after his archers here and really hammer home a defeat to Carthage. His royal peltists are facing the wrong way, so even if he has auto fire on them, they're not gonna, here we go, exactly as I said. They're not gonna fire in on these, the cav here. And again, they're just holding, they're just waiting, biding their time, because they're putting an immense amount of pressure over on this side to break so they can just steamroll right through. And again, Carthage, Seleucid doesn't have all of his troops over here. Oh man, Carthage dropped the ball. You don't need both units over here. Just one, take this unit, the 74, go after these archers here. Sure, there might be a royal peltis unit here. He's facing the right way actually, so maybe not. All right. I'm getting ahead of myself. But here we go. African Pike's going after the Caledonia player's general. He's going to be gone soon. And unfortunately, I mean, one of the chariots appears to be missing. So, where are they? Did they get used? Did I miss that? I must have. I know I'm zipping around. I'm sorry. So, it looks like one of the chariots is missing. This one has no kills. Osworn kind of just trotting away. And I mean, Lusitani's going to have a pretty easy time here because Kush has only one way in. Unless these disciples of the Piedmont get over here and really try to... He's not doing. He's going to come down anyway. Where's he going? He is coming over here. Veteran shields might do alright though against these guys. Well, it's, melee defense is 67, attacks 50, 36, melee defense is 75. Yeah, so these veteran shields might actually do alright against these disciples of the Piedmont. Still, Arverni's just pushing the one side. I mean, it's smart. Keeping these guys in check so they can't do anything, and just hammering away on this side. Although Carthage, Jesus, I keep on screwing them up. Seleucid's actually starting to do all right. One unit of thorax swords is starting to break, 130 kills. The other one's at 111, and the other one at 144. Thurio spears at 56. So they're doing all right here, but he's going to start moving up some troops. Like I said, he has these units of shield bearers all the way back here. By the time he gets them up to the front, it's going to be too late if he doesn't support them enough. But Arverni's got to start shifting over some troops too. I mean, we got two basically full units here against depleted units. But, I mean, if I'm Arverni, I'd maybe at least take one of my Gallic hunters and set them up here to fire up over the walls to get into the sides of these units there. Carthage is now completely uncontested. Sacred Band with 85 kills. They're probably ones that are over here. They got a little beat up. That's okay. And now Carthage is going to charge in on these guys. Sacred Band's moving up. They're going to lose against these guys pretty quickly, though. I would have taken them out of their shield walls just to get a better charge bonus. I'm pretty sure they have a decent charge bonus, but when you have them in the hoplite wall, yeah, the charge bonus decreases. 25 minutes, 20 seconds left. Guys, if you're enjoying this, please, you know, like, subscribe, do that thing. Every little bit helps. Looks like Lusitani might be starting to fall back a wee bit. But it seems like he's breaking some units, so that's good. Armor's 30, so they should actually, this veteran shield warrior should have a pretty decent time against the armored Chotels and Chotels. They are getting shot at, though. And it's a shame that Caldone's probably gone at this point, because the computer's not going to do jack shit with these armored chariots. I mean, these guys could come in clutch right now if you sent them out the fucking the gate and came back around. I mean, you probably wouldn't get to the archers, but I mean, if you're gonna be quick enough and you slam them into the side of these Chotels and just keep clicking past them to drag them through, you can rack up quite a few kills. Back over here, still at this point you can't. I guess I have to assume at this point that the computer is now taking over for Seleucid, because none of these units are moving. So yeah, Lusitani is definitely going to have a pretty terrible time, unfortunately. Now the Carthaginian general is wisely, because this is technically, they do have projectiles up on this hill and firing into either the back of, looks like he's getting into these royal fountains right here. Maybe. Oh, look at this. They charge forward. They put enough pressure over here, and now they're charging forward. So, yeah, you gotta get your archers out of there quick, dude. I mean, fuck. I might have risked it all with my African war elf and Jen just to get my elephant in there amongst the archers, because that would have been one hell of a blow. Sure, they might have gone nuts, but like, you know, none of your troops are around. Let them go berserk over here. What are you doing with your archers? What are you doing? No! No! Don't do this. It's one fucking unit of shield bearers against... What is Arverni doing? What are you doing? Come on, man. This is... Oh, my God. All you had to do was send one unit this way, and then this shield bearer unit has to make a choice. Oh, man. Sacred Band starting to break. Mercenary Noble fires up to 146 kills, but they are losing against the Royal Peltists. And these are, like, what are these archers doing, man? Are they out of it? No, they're not out of ammo. What are they doing? What are the elephants doing? Charge them in! These archers are completely out in the open. There's no way that they're out of ammo. They have ammo. What is going on here? What the fuck is actually happening right now? Alright, looks like the disciples of Piedmac are gone. Oh, look at this. Lusitani getting around and behind. Kush is now just... I don't even know what Kush is doing now. They're just hanging out. Forward! Like, at this point, if you know that... you know, two of the defenders are gone, charge in. Put as much pressure as you possibly can on Lusitani. And there it is. Thank you fucking Christ, Carthage. 120 kills and rapidly rising. And same here, too. Like, what are you doing with your fucking archers? Stop kiting. Just pull back. Not that it matters, because you're fucked. Peltis facing the wrong way. They'll probably get charged in the behind. Although these Oswar are getting shot to hell. Come on, keep pushing with the elephants. Keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing. What are you doing? What are you doing? Push this way with the elephants. African pikes go up here. Then you got the pikes against the pikes and the Sacred Band and the thorax swords. Like, what? I mean, these archers are gone. Seleucid's not charging in his gen to save them. And these archers are going to be fucked too in about 5 seconds. More or less. Carthage is just hanging out. He's trying to get his onagers in. Unfortunately, I'm almost positive that they're too big to fit through the gates. That's why I always bring the tiny ballista, the movable one, because it's the cheapest one. God, Carthage missed a golden opportunity. I mean, really. No, you're charging your pikes. Stop running them. My heart. Come on, charge these Osworn in on the rear of these guys. They'll get so many fucking kills. At this point, Seleucid deserves everything that he gets. 30 spears charging. I mean, we all know what's gonna fucking happen over here. Why are you charging? Like, you're wasting units on this. This is a failed front. Get them out of here. There's no point to have these guys over here anymore. Terrible. These pikes are stacked up on each other, and these are. What are you shooting at? Don't shoot at the Osworn. Shoot at the fucking pikes. What are you doing? More importantly, pull your archers back, because this unit of Osworn has enough of a gap right here to get in here. Look at this. Seleucid has to have dropped at this point, because no units here are moving. Lusitani's being forced to bring over one of his heroic nobles. Come on. Come on. What's going on over here? Kush has brought more of his troops in. But again, they're just like taking their time. I don't know if they were like, yeah, sure, you know, we'll take our time so you have a chance, or what. But honestly, I mean, there's not a lot left of Arverni, and his troops are very tired. There's not a lot left of Carthage. In reality, all he has is the 2 cabs, some archers, the elephant gen, the onager units that's struggling to get inside, and his 2 units of pikes. I mean, at this point, just I'd pull back. Just pull back. Pull back to, you know, like here. Set some slingers up here so they can fire down on Kush. Here, and then of course naturally right there as well. But actually, I would probably set up a little bit further down the hill so the slingers have a better angle. But now we got the Gallic Hunters, who are fresh and have full ammo. These guys actually got a little bit of a beating. Where's his Scutari cab? He still has his cab over here, so he could potentially catch somebody off guard. You know? And it looks like I can't tell if he's pulling through or not. I guess it doesn't really matter at this point. Yeah, I mean, who the fuck is gonna win this, you know? Because, like, the defenders could win this, but the problem is the amount of projectile fire from the attackers. Carthage still has plenty of ammo. Oh, yep, going right for the pikes, naturally. Normal gen going up against this mercenary Carthaginian cab. Luckily, however, he's got the the AI is helping him attack with some projectiles. But yeah, it looks like Kush is going to start to push, but not without incurring some losses from these Balearic slingers. I don't know if these nobles have a good time against these armored chotels. I'm surprised that they're not firing at the nobles. I would be firing at the nobles. Like, fuck the pikes. Go after the nobles just to get them out of here, and then deal with the pikes after the fact. But it looks like Carthage is sending up his noble fighters. So, some Aravachi boys going against some Lusitani boys. And these pikes are just going to melt, unfortunately, because AI is too stupid to know what to do. What about your cab? What are you doing with your cab? I would at least try and get it in here. Maybe wait for a good opportunity when these archers aren't. I mean, I know that's like few and far between, but... What the fuck is that? Oh, he's pulling back. I thought he just pulled through because the unit card was over here, or the flag rather. So he's pulling back. These archers are gonna get caught. You know, he's probably pulling back so that the AI, so that the pikes actually do something. That would be my guess. Yep, the shield bearers facing the wrong way. Oh, no, they're not. They're facing the right way. These guys are facing the wrong way, though. Pikes just, I mean, the attackers are just getting free kills on these thorax pikes, unfortunately. Shit, man. Yeah, it's unfortunate. I mean, even if Seleucid hadn't left, they probably would have had a pretty good chance of winning this. Especially if, you know, Seleucid was a decent player. But again, like I said, I think Seleucid was a bit of a newer player. At least that's what it seemed like. Usually you can tell by how they set their troops up. This time Noble's losing. I mean, 2 units of armored Shotel warriors. You can't really blame them. Balearic slingers getting shot to hell. Head has been popped. Headhunt has been popped.
Reload!
Charging his other unit. Balearic slingers, where are they firing at? Yeah, going after the archers. Which not a bad target to go after, since both of these units of archers are clumped up. The archers are actually incurring some heavy losses here. So the Balearic slingers making 1 unit route, so that's good. And look at this. Not bad. Oh my god, you sneaky bastard. Look at all that. Man. I mean, maybe take your, you know, use Tiny Noble, get him up on the wall and around. I don't know. I mean, what are you gonna do? Like, you have all this pressure over here, now that the fucking elephants are in. There's nothing here to defend. These elephants are just gonna rack up a shitload of kills. Pikes are getting shot to shit. What are you gonna do? Looks like he's trying to... Looked like he was clicking back and forth on the elephants to try and get his nobles to throw jabs at the elephants, maybe in an effort to get them to go crazy. But this is a losing battle. And the capture point is right here too, so... This is gonna be over soon. His head is mine. Again, it sucks that Caldone dropped because these fucking... Oh, pardon me. These chariots could have came in clutch right now. I mean, if he was still here, charge the chariots forward while pulling back his veteran shields. And if Kush had right-clicked the attack order on them, they would have followed the veteran shields, and then they would have gotten caught up in the chariots. Pikes, looks like the slingers are gone. Over here he's doing all right. Let's. Oh, is the Carthaginian general gone? He is. All right. Dead though. Yep, he's dead. Got shots in on these guys. I mean, why wouldn't you? Facing the wrong way, and it's their weapon arm that's available. Shield bearers ain't doing shit. Shield bearers are pulling out. I gotta love the fucking computer. Gotta love the computer. Pushing up some pikes to deal with these guys. I mean, again, Kush had such a rough start, but managed to turn it around in the end. Yeah, it's a shame that that players leave the game. I mean, you shouldn't. If you're getting, especially Seleucid, like, I don't know at what point he left. Naturally, I can only speculate and go off of what I see and how I know how the computer acts, right? But he still had quite a number of troops left. He could have done quite a bit of work. I mean, after Caldone left, if he had pushed forward his shield bearers and pulled back his archers and the troops that were over here, right, and set up something of defensive perimeter like this, maybe he could have done all right against Carthage, you know. And then shield bearer here, shield bearer maybe like right here, so the building's kind of protecting him. And then I don't know, I guess here and well, I guess it would really have to be like this, right there and here. And he could really fucking could have helped out a lot, but instead he chose to leave, or he got disconnected. One of the two. Lusitani is paying the price for it.
Understood. They are taking trophies.
But I mean, even Carthage though made some questionable choices with his elephants. I mean, when Seleucid had his archers, the archers weren't even firing at the elephants. He could have charged in, taken them out early on. You know? He's pulling back some of his nobles, charging them back in, getting backed up by a fresh unit. I mean, he's making Arverni pay for every step that he takes. Arverni really doesn't have a lot left. All he has is his general and 3 units of spear nobles. He got 2 Oathsworn over here, coming over here to... What are they doing? Taking on these Adoni Oathsworn. Chariots got only 10 kills. That's a shame. You hate to see it. And then this companion cav, 156, 253. Jesus Christ. Really put in some work. These archers, looks like that might have been a misclick. The Polaric Slingers. Oh man. This is just not a good time. Kush managing to sneak around Jen. Now he's gonna get the Polaric Slingers out. This is gonna be over soon, folks. Yeah,
Withdraw.
I don't know. What are you gonna do? I mean, good on Lusitani at least for sticking it out. I mean, I don't know. You know, who knows if the attackers are like, oh, well, you want to start over? Depending on how early or late his 2 allies dropped out. But you know, some people would just leave.
Remove it.
You know, not everyone would stick it out. I mean, I played a match a while ago where it was 2v2 with extra large armies, and my ally decided to go like full-on sally out as Egypt, and I was like, hey, like, that's cool, you should just like focus on Arverni, because it was Arverni and I think Seleucid was who I was up against, and that was Nabatea and Egypt, who was my ally. And he was like, yeah, sure, no thing. And he just charged out all of his cav and elephants and stuff, got completely wrecked, and then just left. And he still had, like, you know, units obviously broke and came back, so he had units that he could have continued to try and use and harass. But he just left, so it was me against 2 perfectly healthy armies. And yeah, as you can imagine, it did not go my way, unfortunately. But I stuck it out, you know. I mean, like, the both attackers were like, please don't leave. I was like, no, I'm not going to, but it's just shitty. You know, like, I can kind of understand Caldone leaving, because, like, he got smacked pretty hard. He's probably riding high at first, because with those 4 units, he did a pretty good job. But Seleucid, whether they DC'd or they quit, I mean, if they DC'd, that's one thing, but if they quit, they didn't have I mean, they shouldn't have, you know? Like, you had so many units that you still could have used to support your allies, to support this flank for that matter. I mean, shit, even if you don't want to defend this right here, defend the hill. Just defend the hill. Send some shield bearers back over here, you know, wherever, and then just defend this hill for dear life. Get some archers up here, hidden in the brush, because you can hide them right there, it looks like. And they just hold this at all costs. That's fine. See the Skitarii calves moving in the background. Looks like he's waited just long enough to be able to use them to potentially get some sneak attacks on the archers. Either that or he's going for the honored crew that's over here as a victory, but never mind, he's actually breaking. The General Lusitani might be dead. Yeah, that's what it looks like. 34 left. I think we know how this ends. Skitarii Cav is gone. This unit still fighting. 94 kills. Let's we'll fast forward a little bit. Get to the end. Saddening. So sad. But Lusitani did what they could to, you know, hold off the steady advance of the attackers, and he did his best. But maybe he should have fallen back a little bit earlier. But you know, it's neither here nor there. I mean, I can sit here all day long and speculate what you should or should not have done. When it, you know, basically comes down to when you're in the moment, you don't really know exactly what the right choice is because you don't know what the repercussions are going to be. But it is what it is. So let's get into the kills. We got God here, who wasn't so godly, with 1,421 kills, 38 for his gen, 132, 89, 150, and 13 for his archers. So good and bad. 33, 164, and 143 for his 3 Royal Peltis unit, not including his gen. 0, which is a shame. 46, 43, and 0 for his shield bearers, which is just, it's just 0 and 0 for his thorax pikes. 21 or 20, 135, 13, 170, 138 for his thorax swords. So good on those 3 units, and then 96 for his Thorio spears. Emperor Kanikatsu getting 2,369 kills, 148 for his noble gen, 40 for his Skitarii Cav, 135, 130, 135, and 147 for his Blaric Slingers. So really awesome for those 4 units. 76, 101, 128, 184, 236, 205, 136, and 75 for his Lusitani nobles, and then 47, 124, 125, 75, and 118 for his veteran shields. And then Ancient Spaceman, I think that's what it was, 1,681. Only 2 for his general. 7 and 10 for his chariots. They could have done so much more. 118, 73, 153, 96 for his elite Highland archers. 67, 153, 94 for his Caldone Osworn, and then 48, 83, 77, and 114 for his Chosen Sword. And then 202, 130, 91, and 120 for his Scatha Shadows, which I mean, I gotta hand it to him. Like, right off the bat, he really gave Kush like a headache, but it didn't, you know, he wasted, I don't know. I mean, you had 2 chariots that you didn't do anything with, and a cav gen inside of a settlement. I probably would have went with an infantry gen if they had that available, and instead of these two, Jesus, I am having such a brain fart. Armored chariots. I would have gone for 2 more Osworn or Chosen Swords or something. Same with the dogs too. I would have went with something different. 27 and 16 for the dogs, or at least, you know, gone after the cav instead of infantry units. All right. Durez, 2,559 kills, 109 for his gen, 0 for his one archer because he got caught with his pants down. 65, 132, and 188 for his World Kushites. 375. Wow, 161, 299, 201, 136, 126, and 106 for his Armored Chatels. 5 for his Disciples of Feedback that definitely got wrecked. 80 and 88 for his Pikes. 47, 98, 108, and 61 and 102, 102 or 120. Jesus, for his Shotel Warriors. Art Vandalay, 2,638 kills, getting the lion's share out of everyone. 291 for his gen, 0 for his Onager, unfortunately. 194 and 287 for his Mercenary Companion Cav. 170, 78, 99, and 90 for his range units. 51 and 89 for his pikes. 23, 120, 80, and 119 for his living infantry. 151, 296 for his nobles, mercenary noble fighters. 53, 19, and 332. Wow, for his mercenary sound knights, and then 96 for his sacred band, and then Havoc. Got 2,114 kills, 21 for his gen, 24, 62, 75, and 37 for his archers. They didn't really have to do anything though, you know. So I can't really like blame those numbers. 9, 39, and 18 for his Celtic Warriors. 133, 206, 238, 222, 75, 208, 107, 85 for his Osworn, 80, 197, 164, and 114 for his Spear Knights. So yeah, there you have it. It's unfortunate that the two defenders dropped or left or whatever happened, but unfortunately, shit like that's going to happen, and you can choose to either stand tall and keep on slugging away and trying to do your best, and you know, you have to assume that you're going to lose, and if that's the case, then just try and take as many fucking people with you on the way out. You know what I mean? I mean, that would be my mindset at least. It's like, all right, well, I'm going to lose this, but I'm going to fucking make them pay for every single inch that they take. All right, guys, that's it for me. I hope you enjoyed this one. Yeah, we should be hopefully back on track with putting out a video every single day. Like I said, work has been really, really hectic, and that's usually when I record my videos while I'm at work, but don't tell anybody. And yeah, so like I said, hopefully we'll have one every day for you guys to enjoy. And that is it. So this is Lichter saying, have just a wonderful, peachy, beautiful, lovey-dove day. Peace out.